So now, since we understood how to set the recording options in order to do the recording, we, as I told you, we preferably use the web submit data in the and use HTTP HTML mode in order, or HTML mode in order to do our recording. So the next what we are going to see is, we're going to see, let me go into the application. I'm going to see this recording window. The next is the recording window. Now the recording window, I can go to the recording window by going to view users, start recording, or press control R, or click on this option, start recording. Now this window has multiple options available for you. The first option that's here is, the first option is application type. Similar to what we had in QTP, do you want to test a web-based application or a Windows-based application? You can decide here. See here, web-based or Win32 is a Windows-based application. You can select whatever you want. We'll be majorly working on the web-based application. Okay. The next option that we have here is program to record. How do you want, which browser do you want to use? This say talks about the which browser do you want to use. Now by default in QTP, in performance testing, we have only one browser that is available. Its preferred recording browser is Internet Explorer. Okay, that's the preferred recording browser. You want to change it, you can go ahead and select a specific option, but that's not the preferred option. If it doesn't generate the script, do not complain. That's not what the company recommends. The company only recommends Internet Explorer. Yeah, what's the question?
So we'll be working on like XP, Windows XP, or like Windows 7 or 8 or something like that.
I don't understand what you mean by that.
The processor, like the computer which we'll be working on. Right now we have XP, right? This is XP.
That's an operating system. Why are you relating an operating system with an application?
No, yeah, the question is not related to what we are doing right now, but just a thought. I mean, I just wanted to know. So we'll be working.
Which company you go? We have Windows 7 in our office.
Okay.
Okay. Give me 1 second. We have Windows 7. They might migrate to Windows 10. Depends upon that. So based on that, they will give you the new patch for the application to match that operating system.
Okay.
So that's all what we do with the recording option. We select the browser here. Okay. The next what we are going to see, next option that's here is the URL. Now we provide the URL that you want to record. You will provide. So I have provided the URL that I wanted to record here. The first, second, third, fourth option is the working directory. Leave this alone. Don't touch this. It's a default working directory which LoadRunner uses. You want to change it, but don't just leave it alone. The fifth option is where do you want to record your script? You want to record it in this action, or you want to create a new action and put it inside that. You can create, when I'm talking about actions, you'll have a better understanding, but always keep it record. When you're recording, record it only in one action. Don't record it in multiple actions. Why? Because if in case anything goes wrong and you wanted to regenerate the script, that will be a problem. We saw that it couldn't do that. One. Second, when you have everything in one action, it is easy to search and replace and complete the editing process of the script rather than navigating to multiple actions. Yes, we have to use multiple actions. We have to move the script, but we will move it only after the complete script the script is completed. Otherwise, we will not move it to multiple actions. Okay. So always record it into a single action. So leave this also. as it is. Record application on startup. Yes. As soon as you click OK, the application will launch. Start recording as soon as it launches. Okay. That's what it says. Record application as soon as it starts. The next is the recording option. You can go change the recording options from here also, or you can change the recording options separately and come back here. It will still, if you change it here and then start recording, it will take the same thing, or you can change it here, it will take the same whatever is the latest. Okay. When you click OK, it will launch the recording. So how this recording window appears, right? What are the features in the recording window? Now what I'm going to do, let me close this. Do not have any window open, any browser open when you are recording. It's not safe. It might get, those requests that are coming through that also might get recorded. So don't have that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on OK. I'm not going to record now. I'll click on pause just to show you this window. This. Now here, you have multiple options. When you start recording, you have multiple options here. Let's see each and everything. Now, look at this. In the recording window, you have the first button which says that recording is in process. Now, I've currently paused it, so it's not blinking. Otherwise, it'll blink just to show that recording is in process. This one says run. Here, this one says stop recording. So this is what we will be using. Once you click on start recording, when you finish the whole recording process, click on this black square box to say that you have completed recording. Now you generate the script for me. Here, you can select if you have created multiple actions in your system, in your Vusion, you can select the action where you want to put the current script to be. Preferably don't use this. Okay. Always record it in a single action. It's very simple. You record it in a single action and do the edit rather than moving to different actions. Here, if you have not created the actions in the script, you can on the fly create those actions and put the script in that particular action. This is start transaction. So when you click on this, say example, in order to create a login transaction, what I will do, I will first enter my username, I'll enter my password. Before I click on the sign in, I'll hit start transaction. The start transaction window pops up. I'll provide the name of the transaction there. Click on this sign in button. Wait for the screen to appear and then I'll click on the end transaction. This is the end transaction. So end transaction, you need not type anything. End transaction will come up with a drop down window. So when you open and drop down, you should not see any other transaction other than the previous start transaction. If you see anything else, that means there is a transaction which you have not put the end to it. Okay. So you select the end transaction here. You cannot enter anything. You just select the transaction that you started and say end. This one is to insert randos. We'll talk about this later. This is to insert comments into the script. This is to insert the comments into the script. If you want to provide comment on each and every line, you can click on this. This is recording option. This is a find. We don't use these two here. So in this window, the main things that we use is this square button, start transaction, end transaction, and if you want to put a comment, we put a comment. Guys, you are able to understand? Any questions? Any questions? Yep.
Okay, so we use the start and end transaction button only when we are going to the next page, like login or continue or sign out or something like that, right?
Yes. Every action that you perform.
Okay.
Say the insert order, I'm selecting the location where I want fly from, fly to, and I'm giving date. Those are not actions.
Yeah, the insert order will be an
The continue
action.
button, right, or an insert order button. When you click
Yes.
on that, that's when the action is.
Okay.
Okay.
Understood. Yes.
Any other questions? Any other questions? Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the script now because we paused it in order to do this. So my launch would have not got recorded. So I'm going to stop it and I'm going to redo that again. So I'll close this. I'll go to recording option. First check off my recording options because this is a script that I'm going to use. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to say, I'm going to close this. Once. Now the moment it comes up, I'm clicking on the start transaction and I'm typing launch. Because I want that launch inside my start and end transaction. Now I clicked on the start. Since I clicked on the start, now I have to end the transaction. So when I click on end the transaction, you see here, only launch is here. You cannot type anything here. Whatever you have started, just keep this here and say OK. So the transaction is ended. Next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to say log in my username. I'll show you that later. Let me see you are Mercury. Now I put my username password. I'm going to click on start transaction. I'm going to give login. Don't worry, we're going to rename all these transactions. Whatever you you can just type whatever you want. We'll rename it later. Okay. Sign in. So this page is appeared. End transaction. Next, see, these are all drop downs. These are all data that I have to provide. I'm not going to do anything now. I will provide the information later. So whatever is available, I'm going to continue. So I'll say flight finder continue. Okay. Next. Sometimes this issue comes up when you click on continue, it will not reload the page. So if you are getting this issue, pause the script, refresh the page. Because if you don't pause the script, it will get recorded again. So pause the script, refresh the page, let the page get reloaded. Okay, the page got reloaded. Now, click on this record, start recording. We have started the transaction. So I wanted to end the transaction. This is not the one. So I'll just copy it. I'll restart the transaction here and I will say new. Later we'll go and delete that. Continue. Now it comes in. Now end transaction. Select flight. Here also I'm just going to leave it as it is. Later we can find out, I will capture all this data and we'll select whatever we want. Continue. Select flight, close transaction. First name, last name. Credit card number. And I'm going to say secure purchase. Secure purchase. Done. I have done my purchase. Close. Done. I'll click on logout. Yes. Done. Logout is completed. Now I'll say stop. Now it is going to generate my script. Give it a couple of seconds, it will generate the script. Yeah. So finally our scripts got generated. So the scripts that got generated look like this. See here the launch, by the time I inserted the launch, the request is already come back. So I'll just take that start transaction and put it on top of this request. This is a common thing that will come in launch, because by the time LoadRunner kicks off that window and then you click on the start transaction, that home page would have already launched. So this is a common thing that you will see. So for every end transaction, they have put automatically, we have put a start transaction. Sorry, put a think type. Let's go and see what we did. The select flight. Now, there's no extra request, so I'll just take this end transaction. You see here. So I'll take this control X. I'll put it here, and I'll remove the think time that is inside the transaction. That got generated because there was an end transaction, right? Now this does not have this thing. Yeah. Next all looks perfectly fine. Fine. So now what I'm going to do before I touch the script or do any changes, I'm going to go and do file save as. I'm going to save this as QA batch 178. I'll say flight reservation ORI. Usually I give ORI for original script. Save. Now I have created as an original file. Now if you go to that folder where you saved it, you see here a folder gets generated and all the data that is required for that script gets generated. So every action that you see here, it comes in as a .c file. See user end, you see here user end, user init .c, action.c. If you open action.c, you will see the script inside. You see here, you can see the script inside. So that's how the system saves the files. Now as and when we are working, you will see that more files get added into this. Now I saved it. I'm going to save a copy of this file, save as. I'll say version 1. Version 1. So version 1, what we are going to do in version 1. So let's put a comment here. So to insert a comment, a double backslash is a comment here. So in version 1, we are going to clean the script. 1. Clean the script. 2. See now when I inserted 2, see it's not taking as a comment. So if I want to do a multi-line comment, a backslash and a star is a multi-line comment. See here, now everything is commented. If wherever I want to stop the comment, I will put a star and a backslash. So backslash and a star and backslash, anything that's put inside is taken as a multi-line comment. So first we will clean the script, okay. Then we will take the next one. So first I'm going to clean the script here. So what is the cleaning of the script that I'm talking about? You see here extras, whatever is coming inside is like a class file, .class file, where is the extras is coming. That's all. So all these extras files that come up, we got to remove this off. So right from extras to last. This is how you have to delete it. So you have ending with a comma and last. That's how the script ends. You see here extra res. I'll start from extra res and go till the last. I did this file save as. Move the extra res. I just did a file save as and I gave a name here. That's all. Anywhere else extra res is there?
Rajesh.
Yep.
When you did the last XRS file, you removed one extra line.
Did I?
Yes, you took off the one extra line of the XRS.
Good. Yeah, fine.
Rajesh, but you saved the original also, right? So
Yeah, I kept the original that I recorded, right? I kept it as it is, and then I created a copy. So if in case anything's file gets corrupted, right, I can go back, revert back to the original.
Okay.
That's right. So we got this. So now I cleanse the script. Right. This is how the script is going to look like. Now when you start working with the script. Okay. Any other questions till now? Any other questions? Any questions till now?
Cleaning the script means just removing that extra rest, that comment.
Removing the extra res out. We don't need that extra res there. Just remove that out. Okay.